Showtime. Showtime. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I just got finished filming a video, which you guys will probably see sometime in the next 2 weeks. And you'll know it's the video because I'll be wearing the same exact outfit. But what is good? How many people do we have in here? We got 15 people in here so far. Can't handle the fame. So while more people are joining in, I just want to give a quick shout out to my dad. Dad, if you're watching this, happy birthday. I know I already told you this morning, but I want to tell you again, happy birthday. I hope you had a great day, whatever you decided to do. Yeah, happy birthday. I don't know how old you are. That's bad, man. I don't know how old my parents are. I forget. Dude, sometimes I forget how old I am. It's weird. But, yeah. What's good, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Should we do a quick little drip check? You guys can only see from like here up, but this is the fit that we're rocking today. Got the overcoat, the turtleneck, the fanny pack. Got the the fitted suit pants. Pretty much all of this stuff is new. All of this stuff is new, and I was rocking the black Chelsea boots today to complete the fit. So, that's what we're doing these days, man. This is how we're rolling. I told you guys, man, a new apartment. This is just a whole new era of my life, and I wanted to do everything at an elevated level compared to what I used to. So, you guys are gonna start to see some fashion videos and all of that, and yeah, man. Yeah, it's just, I wasn't even planning on streaming today, guys. I really wasn't. But I think with just this new quality, man, I enjoy streaming so much more now. And there's also the fact that I'm paying like $60 a month for StreamYard Premium. So you guys are going to get some more streams. Best believe that. Best believe that. You dress like a detective? Yo, I didn't really think about that, but I really do. I got that detective drip. It's the coat that's doing it. Detectives are clean, man. A lot of detectives, they be dripped up. But we got my boy Ice Cold JT in here, bro. I see you. What's good, man? What is good? Let's see. Yeah, let's see some fashion videos. I got you guys, man. I got you guys. Right now I have 2 videos planned out. The first of which is how to build a wardrobe while you're on a budget. Because there's so much that... Man, let me tell you guys something. I bought my whole wardrobe in like a 3-day span, and I spent so much money doing it because I didn't follow my own advice. So I'm gonna help you guys avoid making that same mistake that I made. And the second one is a lookbook. I wanna just show you guys some of the fits that I'm rocking these days. Let's see. What's good, Chels? I'm assuming that you're the one from Wizio, right? I'm assuming. I could be wrong about that, but what's good? For those of you who don't know, I do consultations on Wizio. You just put in your request. I try to do them every day. Like, I just try to answer whichever ones are there every day. So I try not to make you wait too long, but at most you'll wait like 7 days, and I always get back to them. Was that a Fendi bag? Absolutely not, man. This is not a designer bag. This is I think Jansport bag, bro. It's like $20 at Academy Sports, which you would never know because it's just plain. It's plain. I don't buy designer stuff, man. I'll put it like this, bro. If you guys watched the Vegas vlog and you saw me go in the Gucci store, the belt was like $500. I got my whole new wardrobe, okay, and it's all stuff like this, bro. Like, nice looking stuff for about $600 or $700. A whole wardrobe versus getting a Gucci belt for $500. Think about that. I don't know, bro. That's just, I guess if you got it like that, then hey, you do you, but you won't really catch me wearing any designer stuff. Speaking of which, man, I want to say RIP to man, what's his name, bro? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the founder of Off-White, man. RIP to him. That man is truly a legend. Even I don't have any Off-White stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do, but for real though, I respect everything that he did for the industry, for the fashion industry. I have a fear of missing out on social media. First of all, I appreciate the donation. Second of all, the thing is, man, with fear of missing out on social media, you just have to wait it out, honestly. Like, usually the first few weeks, you'll be thinking about, like, man, you know, I wonder, am I missing out on any memes, or are my friends sending me anything? Like, all of that stuff, bro, it's all in your head. It's all in your head, bro, because after a lot of the stuff that you see on social media is truly irrelevant in the grand scheme of your life. Like, a lot of memes and things like that, they're just not really worth, you know, being there for. It's not worth the trouble that comes with social media. I'll say this, man. I forgot what I was about to say, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely forgot what I was just about to say. But when it comes to social media, man, you just kind of have to wait it out. You have to wait it out. You have to wait it out. That's one thing, dude. I do not regret getting off of social media. That's what I was about to say. If something's important enough for you to see, you won't need social media to see it. Same with the news. That's why I don't watch the news either. Because if something's that important to where, you know, it's going to affect your life, like, drastically, you're probably going to find out about it regardless. If it's not something that's that important, it's not worth the trouble that comes with it, with social media and the news. What are you dressed up for, bro? This is just how I dress now, bro. I wear this type of stuff like every day now. Other than like going to the gym or things like that. But this is like a casual fit for me. It's me, Jordan. Okay, yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for, you know, reaching out to me for advice. I know I always say that on my videos, but for real, I really do appreciate the support. Can you teach us how to be self-employed? That's a very broad question. That's a very, very broad question, man. I'll say this, though. The most important thing for being self-employed is your mindset, right? And it sounds like a cliche answer, but it's the truth, man. Like, you have to be prepared to work for free. That's the most important thing. You have to be prepared to work for free for, I can't tell you how long it'll take you. For me, for example, it took, what, a year, 13 months, I think, until I started making money being self-employed. But that whole time, or for a large portion of that time, I was working as if I were making money already, right? Except I just wasn't making money. And on top of that, I had to work a job so that I could spend money. I was in the hole, like a few $1,000s. I wasn't in debt, but I spent a lot of money on equipment. You know, I treated it like a full-time job, and eventually it treated me like a full-time job. And now I'm here. It all starts in the mind, though. Do you think it's possible for a man to be successful without semen retention? Absolutely. 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 There's plenty of men out there who are who are getting all types of action every single day. My thing with semen retention, man, is I feel like a common misconception is that it's supposed to be something that you do for life. I personally don't believe that. I believe that it's there to help you get that extra kick, if you will, that boost in your life. But if you find the right woman, that woman should become that kick. She should become that boost. She should become that support system. And she should take the place of semen retention. That's the way that I see it personally. If you feel like releasing with a woman is going to set you back, you're with the wrong woman. That's my personal opinion. I know some people might disagree, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I recommend his Wizio, good stuff. Man, I just try to provide the most value that I can on that, man. I like doing those, for real. Speaking of like consultations and advice, I want to present you guys with, I guess, an idea or just like a question. So I'm planning on bringing the Dilemmas series back. I know you guys probably thought that I just forgot about it. I didn't. The reason why I stopped doing them is because I got so far behind that there's no point in me answering questions from March of 2021 if it's November 2021, because whatever problems you had back in March, you've probably solved them already. So my thing is, and also there's the problem of having to scroll all the way up on Discord and having to like screenshot everything. I want to find a more organized way to do that. So I was thinking about maybe doing Google Forms. For dilemmas. Either that or maybe just emails. So you guys let me know what would work best for you guys, because I know not everyone has Discord anyways. So just let me know. I'm gonna bring dilemmas back, and I'm gonna go hard on them for real, because I enjoy doing them. I really do enjoy doing them. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get this man to 100K. That's what I'm saying, man. We gotta get to 100K, bro. We gotta get to 100K. I'm like what, 3.3 thousand subscribers away. Like that's, I mean, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. We're right there for real. We're right there. Tips on how to look younger than your age. I mean, get rid of your facial hair. That's definitely a good one. I feel like, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I feel like that's so subjective though, because I see a lot of, some people think that I'm still a teenager, and then like some people think that I'm like maybe older than I am. Like I don't know, dude. It just kind of depends. I don't even think that's something worth stressing over though, honestly, unless you're like in your 70s or something. Do you feel lonely in your house? That's a good question. So I have had waves of loneliness like hit me, but it's different though. It's different. Like my thing is this, okay? I'm okay with being lonely in my apartment because I know that I can always leave the apartment and go interact with people if I want to talk to people. The thing is, when you like, the reason why I can't do roommates, for example, of course, if I had roommates, I probably wouldn't get lonely, but I wouldn't have a choice, right? Like if I want to be by myself, if I want solitude, then I have to leave. And I prefer it this way. I'd rather be lonely and have the option to interact with others than to be drained all the time from interacting with people too much and then have to go out of my way to find solitude. That's my personal thing, man. Where did you get your turtleneck from? I got it from H&M. H&M has some very good... Look, man, I'm going to put you guys on all the fashion game in that video, bro. How to build your wardrobe on a budget. Stay tuned for that video, man, because man, I can't wait to film that one. It's hot in Dallas, though. It's not hot, man. It's what was it? What's it right now? It's 48 degrees right now. 48 degrees. This is like perfect turtleneck overcoat weather. We're about 6 minutes behind, huh? Wear that to the gym, man. I should one day, bro. I'll probably when I get to that point that I'm wearing like tailored suits every day on some Kevin Samuels type stuff. This is gonna be my workout attire. I'm gonna be hooping in turtlenecks and dropping people off. Jordan looked like a news anchor. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. So I wanted to autocorrect this time around. this time around. Next week, I'll be getting paid for the first time. I'm feared I'll only make $100 every week for my part-time job and only be making $4,800 a year. Depending on your situation, first of all, $100 a week. That's $200 bi-weekly. So that's I'm assuming you're making minimum wage, right? I'm assuming you're making minimum wage. It depends on what you want, man. Like if you want to save more money, if you want to make a lot of money right now, I know you're late teens, early 20s. I would go work at like a warehouse job or something like that. Like Amazon, I've heard that they pay really well. The work itself fucking sucks from what I understand. But if you get that in your head that it's going to suck and you just, endure it anyways, you can make a lot more money than that. I think here anyways, I believe they pay like 16 an hour, something like that. But it's hard work though. It's really, really hard work. But me personally, man, I worked at H&M and they paid me like $11.25 an hour, which was, I was probably getting about $800 a month back then. $800 a month. Which if you live with your parents, $800 a month is not bad at all. Unless you don't know how to save, like me in 2019. Is your goal to become a millionaire? If yes, how? I wouldn't say that's my goal anymore. I don't think that that's my goal per se. I feel like being a millionaire will be the byproduct of my goal. My goal right now is to provide as much value as I possibly can and to grow my platform. That's really, and those two things are obviously, intertwined. They're not mutually exclusive like how I thought they were in the past. So that it's really just about growing the platform, man, and just helping people. And I know that by doing that, the money just naturally comes. Let's see. What we got? We're at, okay, it's 8:45, so let's go like here. like 8:40. Jesus, dude, we're so we're so far behind. Um, Jeez, dude. Meaning of your YouTube banner. January 11th, 2022. That's the day that my book drops. That is the day that Soul Shock is officially on the market. So stay tuned for that. Bro, Jordan either hot as fuck right now or got the AC freezing. I keep my apartment at like 64 degrees, bro. I don't know about you guys. I cannot stand being in a hot like house or apartment or just any of that, bro. I'd rather it be cold and then I just dress for the occasion. I put on a hoodie, get in under a blanket, whatever, man. I keep my place cold. I keep the AC running with the fans on and everything. Man, come on, bro. Do you bring hoes back to the crib, Jordan Pimpin' Green? No, I do not. I do not. I do not. That's not my vibe, man. And here's my thing, bro. As far as hookups go, I always wondered, like, because you guys know that I'm not really into hookup culture, but I always, in the back of my mind, thought that maybe if I got my own place, that might change. But no. If anything, it's gotten even more, like, I'm even less into the idea of hookup culture. Because I know that I'm the one that paid for all of the things that are in here, or like for the vast majority of them. So if anything were to turn up missing because I just messed with the wrong girl, there would be a major, major problem. So it's just better to avoid that. It's better to avoid all of that, in my opinion. But eventually, man, when I find the right girl, the right girl, hey, she'll be over here. I'll have her sitting right here next to me on the stream. H&M, Next, Zara. They be having good budget clothes. I don't know what Next is, but I do have a denim jacket from Zara. Zara is a little more expensive, but H&M, man, they got some deals. They got some deals for sure. Hey, bro, hold on real quick. Not gonna lie, bro, I kind of have a crush on my cousin, and she does too. The fuck does a bro do? Jordan looking like a New York #1 best-selling author. Hey, man, manifestation, bro, manifestation. I must know something subconsciously. And that's why I started dressing like this. I do look like an author right now, though. I will say that. I am dressed like somebody who's into, especially, man, if I have my glasses on right now, oh my gosh, dude. I look like a whole just, I don't know. I look like somebody that should be like at a open mic night poetry. I should probably go to another one of those, actually. I think it was pretty fun. Jordan, you should make a video on budgeting. I think the reason why I don't do too much financial advice is, for one, because I don't follow it myself. My philosophy with money is to reinvest back into myself and my brand. And I know that most people aren't necessarily trying to build a brand. So I can't, it'd be easy for me to tell you, like, oh, just, do or just invest in index funds, or, save such and such. But like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not even doing that. So I'd rather you just, like, I don't know, man. I'll say this. I think it's the 50-30-20 rule, if I'm not mistaken. It's like 50% on necessities, 30% on, I don't know, dude. Look up 50-30-20. 50-30-20. But index funds are definitely a great investment for pretty much anyone. Let's see. Where do you see yourself in 1 year? November 28th, 2022. Damn, dude. I mean, the thing is, I could sit here and try to, like, tell you where I think I'll be, but I don't know. I don't want to shortchange myself, man. I don't want to shortchange myself. I see myself for sure still doing YouTube. Absolutely. My book will be out by then, so I'm sure that, I'll have kind of made my mark in that regard in terms of just literature, writing. Um, Probably be in better shape than I am in right now. I have more money. Honestly, I might be in a relationship this time next year. I don't know, dude. Being in my own place, like I feel like that just might happen. It just might happen. But we'll just time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see. Do a video with I Am Lucid. Hey man, if Lucid were to hit me up right now and say, yo, let's film, I would say absolutely, bro. Absolutely. What is your definite chief aim in life? You've been reading Think and Grow Rich, haven't you? I think for me, it's just, I feel like our purposes as spiritual beings and even our egoic purposes are just to expand, right? So like if you think about it from a spiritual perspective, we want to get back to that state of oneness, and the only way to do that is through expansion. If you look at it from a biological perspective, we want to spread our DNA, reproduce, expand our species in that way. Our egos, what do we want to do? We want to get more money, get more of this, more of that, right? I think it's just about expansion. That's my definite chief aim in life. Jordan looking like a dad from Highland Park. Man, only people from the DFW area are gonna know what that means, man. Only people from the DFW area. I haven't been to Highland Park in a while. I used to like go and drive there like almost every other day. I just drive around the neighborhoods. What are some things you would recommend or advice you would give to a 16-year-old in high school? Be yourself. Well, I feel like at 16, you really don't even know who you are yet. Even if you think you do, you really don't. I would just say, don't worry so much about what others are going to think of you, and just live in the moment. That's what I would say, man, because in high school, I feel like I was so focused on how other people perceived me. And outside of my immediate friend group, man, I haven't talked to anybody from high school in over a year, probably. Like it's just there's no point, man. There's really no point in there's no point in giving people that level of power over your life, in my opinion. Jordan, you ready for the new Kendrick album? Bro, let me find out Kendrick Lamar is dropping an album. Let me find out Kendrick Lamar is dropping an album. And there is going to be chaos, man. How did you get your confidence so high? It started with a decision I realized that, okay, here's the thing, man. True confidence is not about how others perceive you. It's about how you feel about yourself. Okay, and I think that's the biggest misconception about confidence is that, a lot of people think that, oh, I'll be confident when girls start to show interest in me, or when I have money so that I have this certain level of status and people perceive me in a certain way. That's not confidence though. That's just that's actually insecurity in disguise. And insecurity is very, very slick in the way that it portrays itself. It can be very deceitful if you're not careful. It can trick you into thinking that you're confident when you're really not. Let's see. Any tips on how to stay motivated for starting to work out? With working out, especially, man, you can't rely on motivation. You have to rely on discipline. Well, I would say if you're struggling to stick to a gym regimen, like if you're struggling to go to the gym, do it as early in the day as you possibly can. Like if you wake up and you just go straight to the gym right after you wake up, like wake up, brush your teeth, get dressed, go to the gym, and you just knock it out every day, that'll make it a lot easier for you. The first few days are gonna suck, but once your mind gets that habit established, it'll just become such a natural part of your daily routine that you won't be able to miss out on it. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. Like you just won't be able to not do it. How did you get your waves, bro? First of all, wave check, wave check, wave check. My waves are a little like they're not as good as they could be because I've been wearing hats a lot lately. I haven't really been taking care of my hair, but the key to getting waves is to just brush and compression. Like use compression, do rags, wave caps, stocking caps, whatever you can use to compress your hair and just brush it. That's really what it comes down to, man. Also conditioning, condition your hair. Hold on real quick. Are you really gonna stick by your word and stream until 9 a.m.? What time is it? We're at whatever state you're in anyways, because that's a heavy task. No, I meant 9 p.m. 9 p.m., bro. Y'all got me messed up. I'm not streaming till no damn 9 a.m. That's one of those things to like, hey, if y'all get me to 100,000 in these next 4 minutes, I will stream until 9 a.m., bro. I'll stream until 9 a.m., but y'all gotta get me to 100,000 before then. Otherwise, that shit is just, that's not gonna happen, bro. Keep it real with you. What would you say is the best reminder to feel confident in certain situations? Always stay true to yourself. Always stay true to yourself and be present. If you stay present, like a lot of times, bro, there's times where I'll be like awkward or I'll say things or maybe not say things that I feel like I could have, and then I'll beat myself up after. I'm like, damn, bro, why didn't I just why didn't I just say this instead? But it's like, I mean, beating yourself up over it it's not gonna change what actually happened. So I feel like just staying present, having a short-term memory in that sense, but also learning from your mistakes. And like I said, just staying true to yourself. Question: what are some of the things your book will cover? Heartbreak, unrequited love, self-love, spirituality, twin flames, all of that. If you've ever experienced heartbreak, this book is probably it's gonna shake you up a little bit. It's gonna bring some emotions out that you didn't know were there. Let's see, where am I at? 8:48. Oh my god, I'm 9 minutes behind. Okay. How does this keep happening, man? Jordan looking like he shops at the Galleria. I'm looking like I shop at North Park. North Park Mall, man. I haven't been out there in a long time, bro. The Galleria, bro, if you've been following my channel since like November 2019, you know all about the Galleria, bro. I used to do all my public interviews over there. Shit is crazy. Where we at? I'm still 9 minutes behind. Y'all are just killing it today, bro, for real. I don't know how many likes I have in the stream, bro, but I want everybody watching this to like the stream. It's free. It's free 99. Just do it. I just want to see. I just want to see how many likes we can get. I don't know what my most liked video is on my channel. That's one thing I've never really cared about. But just see what we can do. Okay, let's Jordan looking like a Hall of Fame stepdad whose contract expires every 3 months. Yo, that's tough, bro. That was tough. That one was tough. They say every 3 months, bro. That's tough. Is it okay if you're in your 20s and you don't have life figured out? Absolutely. Okay, here's my thing, bro. I feel like nobody actually has life figured out, bro. We're all just guessing. We're all just doing the best that we can with the information that we have, the resources that we have, right? Our own experiences and observations of other people's experiences. But at the end of the day, nobody really knows what the fuck they're doing. Some people are better at pretending like they know what they're doing, but none of us do. We're just kind of making our own way. So that's why I don't believe in objectivity. I believe that everything is subjective in life. Is it true that you only answer articulate questions because you keep ignoring me? Um, I mean, I obviously I'm going to be biased towards the questions that I can read, but I haven't seen any of your questions because this chat is moving quick. This chat is moving quick. How did you blow up on YouTube? Um, as far as blowing up, that's a subjective term too because for one person getting 1,000 subscribers might be blowing up for them. For to someone else, I haven't even blown up yet. But I'll say my biggest like blow up moment in terms of YouTube was my NoFap video. My first NoFap video. NoFap 30-day benefits video. I posted it May 24th, 2020. Video changed my life. Changed my life forever. Literally. Do you wake up early like other self-help YouTubers? I wake up at 10 o'clock a.m. every day. I got my sleeping schedule where I want it. I sleep from 2 to 10 every day. That's what works for me. I don't really see the point in waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning if I'm just going to be awake for the same 16 hours anyways. But that's just me though. That's just me, man. Jordan looking like a divorced attorney. Man, y'all are really out here, bro. Y'all are really out here, man. Y'all are really out here. I'm gonna spare you guys today. I'm gonna spare you and Akash. Even though you're 6'2" and you can't dunk, Rami, it's cool. I'm gonna let you slide today. Oh, and also, I better see you with that 3-point lighting setup your next video. How tall are you? I'm 5'9", 5'9", 5'10". I honestly don't know. I think I'm 5'9" though. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Jordan looking like an author in New York that uses a typewriter instead of a laptop. Akash, I don't know why these are so accurate, bro. I don't know why these are so accurate, but I feel like you know something that I don't, bro. It's something about you that I don't know about yet, bro. I don't know. You got some type of connections that I'm not aware of. Hey, I don't know where to place women in my life. I don't want a relationship or hookups, but I feel the urge to talk to them and want more than a friendship with females since I'm more confident. You don't want relationships or hookups, but okay, so I kind of get what you're saying. Basically, you're realizing your own power and you want to like just interact with women, right? And I feel like that's kind of an innate desire within us. I think that that's also tied to the desire for a relationship or the desire for sex at some level, subconsciously. But I feel like you should try to be open, a little more open. And this is something that I could do as well. Like go out and, talk to women, but be open, but also be mindful, right? Be open to the right woman if she presents herself, but be mindful if that woman is not the right woman. Okay, because if a woman is the wrong... I heard a quote, man. I forgot where I heard it from. It was like, pussy is the place that young men's dreams go to die. Something like that. And that shit, when I read that, bro, I had to like, just sit there and reflect. Just reflect on life, on women, on just everything for about 10 minutes, man. It's a tough one, for real. You look like a therapist that would sleep with the women who's in the therapy session. Yo, fun fact, man. I came to the conclusion a while back that if I had stayed in college, I would have majored in psychology. I would have ended up majoring in psychology, and I probably would have went on to be a therapist. So maybe on some alternate timeline, that's just what we're doing. But hey, man, that's for him. That's for that Jordan. Yeah, I'm 9 minutes behind again. Do you believe that it's difficult to find a girlfriend nowadays, or do people make it difficult themselves to find a girlfriend because they're not confident and have no charisma? I think it's more of the second one, actually. I think that a lot of men, and also I also think this, man. I think social media distorts a lot of people's perceptions of love and of life in general, right? Like there are women out there there are people out there in general who think that if you're not rich by the time you're 19, you're a bum. And that's crazy because I was one of those people. I thought that if I wasn't rich by the time I was in my early 20s, that I was losing in life. But it's like, no, I'm like, dude, it's not really like that, man. Like, you don't have to have your shit figured out at a young age. And I think that once young people start to figure that out, they'll be able to go into relationships with more intention behind them, instead of just kind of like looking at relationships or at dating as a form of escapism from their own internal misery. And that's one of those lessons that I had to learn through experience. Hopefully I just saved somebody with that, man. Do you believe in manifestation methods, the 569 method, scripting, etc.? Yes, I do. And the reason why I believe in them is because I've personally used them to get to where I am in life. And a lot of these things have been documented throughout my channel. If you go back and do your homework, you'll see them. You'll see where I did all of these things, man. Where I called my success out well in advance. How did you learn about all of these deep concepts that you talk about in your videos? Life, just living life, acquiring information, processing the information, and how do I put this? Perceiving it in a way that makes sense for me in the context of my life, but also being open-minded enough to change my opinions or to expand my opinions whenever I see fit, because I'm still 21 and I'm not going to see things at 23 the same way that I did when I was 19, right? That's just growth. That's just life. And if you do see things the same way 4 years straight, it's something that you need to, you gotta do some introspection, some inner evaluation. Bro, gosh, it's funny as hell. Jordan looking like he owns 10 gas stations but will never step foot in a 7-Eleven. Akash, that's all you, bro. That's all you. That's all you, man. You and Rami. Ooh. Any tips on what to do when dudes stare you down for no reason? Okay, here's my thing, bro. I'm one of those people, I am not a confrontational person. If I can avoid confrontation, especially because I live in Texas, bro. And you out here, you never know what people, like I got these little pockets, these pockets in my jacket, bro. You never know what somebody can have in there, right? So if somebody's like staring at me, I just keep walking. That's my thing. I'm not one of those guys that like, yo, like what the fuck are you looking at? Like I'm not one of those, bro. Because a lot of, bro, you know how many people lose their life every day over pride? Like you gotta really think about that shit, bro. It's so fucking stupid, man. People will really lose their life, put their family and their family's well-being in jeopardy because of their pride. I don't know, bro. That's me. I just think that's the silliest thing ever. But yeah, man. Just basically, I'm saying all of this to say, just keep it moving. Now, if somebody like tries you, then that's a whole different discussion. But if somebody's just staring you down, bro, especially if you live somewhere where there's gangs and shit, bro, if you don't want to be getting into it with somebody who's affiliated. It's not going to end well for you. Jordan looking like he owns a Tesla. Speaking that into existence, Rami. I appreciate that. We are speaking that into existence. How often do you get haircuts? I get a cut every week. Some people think I'm crazy for that, but my hair grows fast. See, I got the fade right now. I just got my hair cut yesterday. By about Wednesday, it's gonna be looking kind of rough, bro. By Wednesday, I'm wearing hats. So I don't know, bro. I get a cut very, very frequently. I just realized I don't think I ever got you guys' answers about the dilemmas thing. So as far as the dilemma series go, would you guys rather me do that through like Google Forms or through the emails? Because usually right now I just respond to my emails, but I could just turn emails into a means of doing dilemmas if that's what you guys want. Bro, why you look like Kevin Samuels? Like you got the lighting set up and even the coat down. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I don't always agree with everything that Kevin Samuels says, but I respect the hell out of him as a content creator. He's somebody that I definitely took influence from with my setup, with just the way that I organized all of this. Like the way that he does his streams and everything, like I think that shit is so dope. So definitely want to, give credit where credit is due. That. Put a live sub count on the stream, bro. We ain't leaving until you hit 100K. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even know how to do that. I do not know how to do that shit, bro. That's tough. That's tough. What are your thoughts on depression? I think that there's a very big misconception that depression is like sadness, and I feel like depression is more of emptiness, right? And if you're depressed or if you've ever experienced depression, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that feeling of like, I feel like depression stems from one of two things, which are typically come in as a pair. One is losing yourself, right? Like not having a good sense of self, so feeling lost in life. And the other one is not knowing your purpose in life, not knowing why you're here. So not knowing who you are and not knowing why you're here. I feel like that's how depression typically starts. So the key to fixing it is to answer those two questions. Define who you are and define why you're here. And usually if you figure out who you are, you'll figure out why you're here as a result. I need some water, bro. Let's see. I already answered your question, but I'm gonna answer that second part. Any tips for starting YouTubers? Answer, please. I would say, as if you're just starting out on YouTube, don't even focus on blowing up. Don't focus on blowing up, man, because a lot of you guys, you think that you can handle having a big platform, but you really can't. One day you will be able to, but you want to take baby steps with YouTube, man, because, like, for example, if you gave Jordan in November of 2019, if you gave him the amount of subscribers that I have right now, he literally wouldn't know how to process it. Like, he would get super, super deep into his ego, for one. The criticism would literally, it would destroy him. Like, he wasn't ready for that. And so I think that, sometimes slow growth, even though it can be frustrating, it can be the most beneficial in the long run. So just focus more on creating content and figuring out if you even like creating content, if you could do that for a living. How are you able to go live with your camera? So basically, only certain cameras allow you to do that. That's why I had to get a new camera. So the Sony cameras, as far as I'm aware, at least the Sony A60, the A600 or 6000, whatever, through A6600, I think those all allow you to live stream. So basically what you need is, I guess you can't really see it, but you need what's this thing called? What is this called, bro? I just be buying shit, bro. I think it's called like a capture card or something. And you connect the capture card to the camera, and you connect the capture card. The capture card acts as a link between your camera and your computer, and you use the camera as a webcam. Jordan looks like he drinks smart water. Bro, man, when I was at the airport in Vegas, bro, they got my ass, man. Cause you can't bring water into the airport with you. You can't bring it past the security checkpoints. So I could only, I had to go to the place. Like I had to go to one of those little stores and buy water. And bro, they charged me $6 for a bottle of water. I bought 2 of them. I spent $12 on water, bro. And then I gave one of the bottles away. See, this is why, I don't know, bro. I don't know. What made you want to write a book? So there's 2 books that I'm working on. There's the manifestation book. That book came more as, I just felt like I could write one. I just knew like, okay, I know that I'm capable. I have the information. I have the enthusiasm, like the interest in the topic. And I know that I'm a good writer. This other book, Soul Shock, this was like pure emotion and synchronicity. That's the best way I could put it. Like it just all happened. Like if you're a creative, you'll know what I mean when I say you get into that zone and like the answers just start coming to you. So the way that that book came about, it's like everything just lined up perfectly just for me to work on that book. Like, and that was like, I've never put that much creative effort into any one project in my entire life. And the more I worked on it, the better I felt. Because it was like, the book is like a therapy session for me, basically. It's like just a 60-page therapy session. So that was the reason why. But yeah, man, I think like overall, I also what makes me want to release the book is that I know that that book can help people out. I know that the book has the potential to help a lot of people out. Fit check, fit check. Okay, so I know I got some new people in here. You probably didn't see my fit yet, but this is what we're rocking. Okay, we got the overcoat with the turtleneck tucked in. I be tucking my shit in now, bro. That's crazy. I would not have done that a few weeks ago. Got the black fitted suit pants, the fanny pack, and the I wore the black Chelsea boots today, and I got on my bracelet that I always wear. Hold up real quick. I think, did we get a donation? I see the donation, but I don't see it in the chat. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Gotta hook my mans up. If somebody's willing to pay for some game, gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him, man. Bro, where? I'm skipping over so many people's comments. I apologize, man. I'm still 12 minutes behind, too. That's crazy. I didn't realize how far behind I was. This reminds me of like those, for anybody who's like been subscribed to my channel for a while, about the time I hit like 10,000 subscribers, this would always happen every stream. I try to answer every comment and I just end up like 30 minutes behind. And people would join in and be like dummy confused, man. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're looking for the donation, man. I see the euros. I'm looking for the euros. Am I blind? New place, new drip, built different. Jordan has just reached a new level. Bryce, man. Bryce, we gotta get you dripped up, man. We gotta get you dripped up for real. We gotta get you dripped up. But you know the vibes though. You already know what's going on. It's a whole different era. It's a whole different era. Bro, where in the hell is this donation, bro? Oh, here we go. Here we go. From Chaz Bruce. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate everything, G. Could you give us some stories about discipline? You the GOAT. You the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Some stories about discipline. I'm assuming you mean like in my own life. Shit. Okay, this is a pretty interesting one. I think this is something that like, to me, this shit is normal, but looking back on it, it wasn't normal at all. My dad gave me this meditation book. It was like a book, 365, like it was like this. It was called, no. I think that's how you spell it. It was like that. Okay, so you guys can look in the chat. I was in like 7th grade, bro. I was like 12, right? It's 365 pages. Every day for that whole year, I would read a page out of that book and I would meditate on it. Every single day. And like to me, it felt so natural. Like meditating and stuff like that was never like weird to me. Like I didn't let people know. I thought that other people thought it was weird. But like I always thought it was normal. But looking back on it, for a 12-year-old to have not only the mindfulness, but the discipline to stick to that and not skip a day. I never skipped a day for a whole year. I was on some built different shit back then, bro. And I didn't even realize it. Hold on real quick. $6 for water is nothing for you. Nah, bro. $6 for water is a lot of money for anybody. I don't care how much, bro. I don't care if you're Elon Musk. $6 for water is absolutely insane, bro. Airports, and they know they're wrong for that, bro, because you can't do anything about it. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start like keeping the water in my mouth, bro, like in the back of my throat or shit. I'm gonna just like store it in there until I get through the security checkpoints, because I'm not doing that shit again. Either that or I'm gonna just have to be thirsty, because it ain't no way, bro. No way in hell. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't even the donation. This was what the hell? Dark question, but do you think people who die young or die before their time tend to leave greater legacies and be held in a higher regard in this world? Okay, that's a very good question, man, because yesterday I saw a poll on YouTube where they asked if Juice World and XXX Tentacion are considered legends, right? And in a sense, I do think that dying. Here's the thing, man. When you die young, you become immortal. Your legacy becomes immortal because people pedestalize you, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not here to say whether or not these people are legends. That's all subjective. But I do feel like when you die young, it creates this like certain aura around your legacy. Like Kobe, for example. Like when Kobe died, like that shit, he had a lot of haters and stuff. Like people forget that, bro. There were a lot of people that hated on him before he died. But when he died, it's like all of a sudden he's universally respected as a basketball legend. So like I think that it just changes people's perceptions. And of course, with that comes a change in legacy. Hold up, we got my boy Jackson here, bro. Hey man, shout out to Jax, bro. If you guys go on my very first video, not my very first video, but the first video where I talked about dropping out of college. Just go to my videos, sort them by oldest. And you look in the comments, you get to see this man Jax's come up story. Because it's one of the most inspirational things that you'll ever see in your life, bro. I promise you. That man is a day one for real. Hold on real quick, man. My boy D Bones, bro. Hey, yo, I appreciate the donation, bro, for real. I really appreciate the donation, man. One day when I see you in real life, bro, I'm going to give you that money back, though. But I appreciate that for real, bro. Been waiting for this day since birth. Proud of you, my son, dog. I appreciate it. I'm not your son, but I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it for real. I appreciate it, man. We've come a long way. We've definitely come a long way since I first met you, or met you. But yeah, man, for real. D Bones is a real one. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know about D Bones, man. D Bones is a legend. Jordan, how do you deal with creative blocks? No matter how disciplined I can be, I end up coming back to what I wrote and calling it trash. Any advice? So here's my thing, man. I feel like lead with your emotions. When you're talking about creativity, there's a difference between creativity and results, right? Like if you're trying to write an academic paper or like a thesis or something like that, obviously you want to let your mind write that for you. But if you're like just trying to create art, you got to lead with your emotions. And then afterwards, you can fine tune it and make it maybe more easily understandable for people. But also another thing is never sacrifice authenticity for perfection. That's one thing that I've learned. If you want to maintain your artistic integrity and, just really express yourself to the greatest extent that you can, you gotta focus more on being real than being good. And over time, with authenticity comes that perception of good. Let's see, we got another donation. John F., I appreciate the donation. I appreciate all the other donations that I have if I forgot to say thank you. What does your daily routine currently look like? So I wake up at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I have a morning routine set in stone. Basically, I go wash my face, get dressed. I do mirror affirmations every morning. 10 things that I love about myself in the mirror every day. I don't skip that ever. I don't care what is going on, bro. Fucking asteroids about to hit. I don't care about any of that, bro. I'm doing that shit every day. Gratitude journal, meditate. I do some regular journaling or writing, just depending on what I feel like doing. Make breakfast. I usually respond to emails while I eat my breakfast. And then after that, it's just pretty much whatever I want to do, which typically I'll either read and write, like work on my book, or like write some type of poetry, or I'll go to the gym. I typically alternate on days like from, working out to writing and reading. And right now, my filming schedule, I'm still working through that. But right now I'm filming like 3 videos a week. But I'm going to start filming and streaming more, especially streaming. Spam donos, guys. David, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. You just helped me pay for these hold on real quick. These blackout curtains that I got today, man. Oh my God. I hope I didn't just, oh no. Get this tripod right again. All right. We're good. Wait, hold on. It's got me looking like I'm about 5'2". Wait. Okay, I think that's good, right? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you just helped me pay for those blackout curtains. So I appreciate that, man. Have you taken shrooms before? No, I haven't. Why do I feel like the camera is higher now? I don't know, I might be tripping. Man. What happens when you're not patient in life? Want to hear for you. When you're not patient in life, life fucking sucks. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it real with you, and that's something that I'm trying to be mindful of, just being present. And I feel like when you're present, you're naturally patient because you're just enjoying the moment. You're not worried about the future. So that's my take on that, man. Do you have any new women attraction incidents that have happened lately? I was at a restaurant, and the host, I caught her like, when somebody like I feel like it's normal to look at people as you walk past them, but like I caught her like, doing like that double glance. Man, I was dripped out that day too. I don't blame her. I almost had to get the number, man, but I don't know. I couldn't tell how old she was, man. And that sucks, but that's one of the things that suck about dating at like 21 years old, is that you never know how old the girls that you're around are. And I've made that mistake one time. I've tried, I remember one time, dude, I was like, I'm gonna go talk to this girl, right? Not even just to get her number, but just to like talk to her, just to like, socialize. And she was in high school. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, and that, like, you can't tell, bro. You can't tell until, you talk to them. So it's just, that's one of those things, like, I don't know. I don't want to say dating at our age. Well, I don't know how old you guys are, but dating at my age, which I'm 21, I don't want to say that it's pointless, but that's like an extra obstacle that a lot of people don't think of. So if you're like 17 right now or 18, be grateful for that, bro. Because you can date, like, your range of dating is a lot bigger. At 21, the lowest I'm willing to go is 20. I don't think I'd date a teenager. I don't think I could be with a teenager. Man, I tried talking to a girl who was 18 one time. I was 20 at the time. She was my first kiss too. She had just turned 18. And that shit was disastrous, man. I don't know. I feel like I prefer girls that are older than me, but I look young for my age. So that like throws a lot. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just got so much deeper into that than than you asked for. But we got another donation. Jordan Goggins with the ultimate discipline. Chaz Bruce, I appreciate the donation. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. I was just like, I was on a different wavelength back then, bro. I didn't even realize it. Like, the shit was so normal to me to do that. Like, it's like, why would I not? I don't know. Likes are free. Michael, that is true. And I remember you donating yesterday and saying the same thing. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Likes are free, but that comment wasn't. You just helped me pay for the clips that I bought to keep these curtains together so that no light comes through the window. So I appreciate you, man. Made to Express, I appreciate the donation, man. I appreciate you for real, bro. I appreciate you. I'm assuming that you're the real Made to Express. I can't see the little check mark on StreamYard. I had the thing with Cole Hastings yesterday. I went back and watched the stream. Turns out it was actually Cole Hastings. But yeah, man, Made to Express, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all the love that you've shown me. You're a real one for real. You're a real one. And if you ever want to work together, man, my email's in the description. Or if you just want to talk, man. Jordan, I can see you being on a billboard advertisement saying how cryptocurrency fucked up my life. But y'all are wild, bro. Oh my gosh. Hey, yo, if Jordan hits 100K tonight, I'll show up to his crib and trim his little chitty chit hairs, bro. Bro, if I hit 100K tonight, bro, what I got to do some nut shit, man. I already said earlier this year that if y'all get me to 1 million subscribers before the end of the year, I'll go bald, bro. I'll go completely. I'm talking about bald like Tyrese, like Michael Jordan, like Terry Crews, like skin. I'm coconut oil on the top of my head, bald, and I'm gonna rock it like that for all of next year. I'm talking about Jadeon bald, just bald, bro. You get me to 1 million, I'll do it, man, for real. Where did you gain your wisdom since you're not a college student? I don't feel like college really gives you that much wisdom, bro. Like, it can, but I believe life is where you get wisdom from. Experience, man. Experience is the best teacher. Observation is the second best teacher. Hey Jordan, hope you're enjoying the Christmas season. I may be a random dude on the internet, but I'm thankful for your content. Some doomer metalhead, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the support, the kind words, man. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to make an impact in your life. Because you didn't have to click on my videos. You don't have to click on my channel, but you choose to. So I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you for helping me change my life as well. And putting me in a position to help more people out. By the way, y'all go donate. Let's celebrate Jordan's win together. Love all y'all for real. This is one of the best communities on YouTube. It honestly is, man. I feel like my community, bro, I think about this a lot. Like, my community is really positive, but not even just that. Like, I feel like you guys are just really, really cool people, bro. Like, I'm not just saying that because y'all are, like, supporting me and shit. I just feel like we're all trying to get better, but we're all, like, we don't have superiority complexes, if that makes sense. Like, we're just kind of like doing it for ourselves. You know, if you're watching my videos and you're following my advice, you're just doing it for yourself. And that's really dope to me, man. How's the apartment? It's fantastic, man. I mean, it's amazing. I said this yesterday, man. It's probably the best investment I've ever made in my life. Like the rent, whatever, bro. I'm cool, bro. I love it here. I love the city that I'm in. I love the complex that I'm in. I love the apartment itself. Everything about it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you guys for making this possible because, like I said yesterday, man, without you guys watching me, this would not be possible. Literally, this wouldn't be possible. I'd be out here fucking trapping or something, bro. I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd be working at H&M still, or I don't know what I'd be doing, man. That's crazy. I don't even want to give energy to that thought. But I appreciate you guys for real. She doesn't answer my text and not even my calls. Hey Jordan, do you know anything about credit? Yes. Man, me and my homie Jax, man. Jax, if you're still here, man, shout out to Jax. Me and him have been talking about credit for like the past 2 weeks, man. He's been putting me on game. Man's been putting me on game. He needs to start some type of like consulting firm or something. I don't know. The chair looks comfortable as fuck. Got me acting up, bro. This chair is mad comfortable, bro. Like, it's super comfortable. Super comfortable. I would hope it was for the amount of money I spent on it. This shit better be comfortable. But it's comfortable. It looks good. All of that, man. And it like reclines too, which is weird. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was possible. What do you think of cold approach? Okay, here's my thing with cold approaching. All right, and I kind of like it took me a while to come to this conclusion. I don't believe in cold approaching a girl the first time you see her. Because you guys know I'm a spiritual person. I believe that everything happens in a divine fashion. So my thing is like, if you tell yourself, oh, if I don't talk to her now, I might never get that chance again. But it's like I feel like if you're only ever gonna see her that one time in your life, she's probably not the one for you anyways. I feel like if somebody's meant to be in your life, you guys will you'll be like magnetized to each other. So I don't know. That's my personal thing. I feel like cold approaching is cool, but I wouldn't do it the first time seeing a girl. It's got to be like the second or third time if we see each other at the same spot multiple times in a row. Hey Jordan, I just finished high school and now want to start my steps towards success, but I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know, it's a weird feeling because sometimes at 2 a.m. I just get these urges of motivation. I feel that, bro. I get those same urges of motivation, man, late at night, just when I'm about to go to sleep. But I feel like for you, it's about defining what you want out of life. Figure out what you want and then reverse engineer. Reverse engineer your life. Figure out, okay, I want to work for myself, for example. Start figuring out ways that you can do that. Start doing research on different paths because you just finished high school. Action is important, but I feel like intentional action is the key to fulfilling your goals. Congratulations, Jordan. Found you March of last year at 4K. Way to go. Anastasia, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. That March of last year, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm just thinking about where I was mentally at that time, man. Like I was fucked up. So you've really stuck with me through thick and thin. You're a real one. That's some fist bump me for real. You're a real one. Damn, man. Is Jordan turning 22 next month or next year? Next year, March 14th. Hold on. March 14th, 2022. Man, say Gus from Breaking Bad. I don't even. How far? I think I only watched like the first season of Breaking Bad. It's a good show though. Inner demon comes out when you're bald for real. No, I was saying, bro, like people be thinking I'm joking about that shit, bro. Like I'm gonna go bald, like, bro, I want to go bald and I'm gonna buy a convertible. I gotta buy me a drop top and I'm gonna just ride with the top down. It'd be 40 degrees. I don't care. I just want to feel the wind like hitting the top of my head and just like, like when your hands get numb and you can't move your fingers. I want to feel that way on the top of my head, just at least one time in my life. How to meditate and what benefits does it give? So meditation is all about presence. It's intentional presence. So you basically sit there and be present. You can meditate in a traditional way, like closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing. Breathing is a really good way to bring yourself back to the present moment and just to calm yourself down. It can, what's the opposite of trigger? It can reverse feelings of anxiety. It can, just breathe. Just breathe deep. Deep breaths, slow breaths, and close your eyes. Or you can do things that you can do things to put yourself in a meditative state. So for example, you can go for a walk in nature, right? You can write, you can draw, like do something that makes you present, that puts you in that flow state. And as far as the benefits, it just makes you more grounded and aware. Because if you're not present, you can't. Your future life is built in the present moment. So you have to be present and aware of your surroundings or aware of your circumstances to make the most of them. How do I figure out how or who I am and find myself? Spend time with yourself, man. Just take some time to, get away from people and just really ask yourself, the questions that you need to ask yourself. You're going to have a lot of conversations with yourself that seemingly lead you nowhere. But in the grand scheme of things, like over time, you'll start to make a lot of connections about yourself. But you have to take that initial leap of faith by, I don't want to say isolate yourself, but prioritize your solitude. Let's see. What was the exact moment you decided to make your YouTube about self-improvement? There wasn't really an exact moment. It just kind of like, it just happened organically. Like I just kind of fell into it. Because I think I've always been into self-improvement without realizing it. Like I always liked the idea of elevating myself. It's just I expressed it in different ways. Like playing video games, for example. I would obsess about leveling up my character. But eventually I made that connection that, oh wait, I am the character. I'm the main character of my own life and I can level myself up. So I guess you could say like when I stopped playing video games. But as far as from a content perspective, it was the natural progression for me. Like it was like, it just made sense and it felt right. Did you move cities? Yes, I did. I'm from Lewisville, Texas. I can say that now because I don't live there anymore. I am from Lewisville, Texas. I do not live there anymore though. Shout out to all my people from Lewisville. If anybody from Lewisville is watching this, Lewisville, Flower Mound, all of that. If you need credit help, I got you. For real, man. This man Jack's been putting me on game, bro. This man been putting me on all types of game. He needs to, man. This man Jax can make so much money, bro. He makes. Jax, we need to have that conversation, man. Like I gotta teach you how to like. I know you're not really into the content creation and stuff, but you can build something that can make you so much money, dude. Like it's insane. If you know how to make money, you could teach people how to do that, bro. There's so much potential there. Jordan, how much was your setup, if you don't mind me asking? Overall, off the top of my head, I think it was like $3,000 because, and that's just the stuff that I'm using now. Okay, I already had other equipment that, like my old MacBook and my old camera, my old tripod, all of that. But all of the things like that are, that I'm using to make this video or this stream right here, about $3,000. Which it sounds like a lot, but you got to think about how much this setup is actually going to make me, right? This setup is going to buy me a house in the grand scheme of things. So 3,000, man, that's nothing to me. Like in terms of, I'd rather spend that 3,000 or invest that 3,000 into my brand than to have it sitting in a savings account or in some stock waiting for that business owner to make a move instead of me just making a move on myself. That's why I don't invest in stocks also. But I don't know, it's controversial, but that's my mentality when it comes to investing. What to do if a girl is not interested in you? You keep it moving, bro. Get the stepping, man. Don't ever try to convince a girl to like you if she doesn't, bro. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Bro, your time is the most valuable resource. Bro, you can't get that time back, bro. You can't get that time back, for real. Like, it's one thing if a girl likes you and, like, maybe... I'll say this. I'll say it like this, bro. If a girl doesn't want to be with you, don't force the issue. Just take it from me, man. Take it from me. If you're not going to listen to me on anything else that I ever say on this channel, bro, or on this stream, listen to that. Don't ever try to force the issue if a girl doesn't want to be with you. Please. You talk about losing your virginity is not all that. Do you believe in soul ties? Thoughts? I do believe in soul ties. I do. Just from personal experiences. Not just with like... I've had multiple experiences like that. And if you read Soul Shock, my book coming out January 11th, 2022... you'll get more context about that. But as far as losing your virginity, yeah, I still stand by my point, man. People always told me that, oh, when you lose your V card, you're gonna see what you've been missing out on and all that. It's like, bro, having sex is cool. It's great way to bond and build chemistry with the girl. But ultimately, bro, it's not something worth stressing over to me, man. It's really not. Jordan, this girl broke my heart more than a year ago, and sometimes I still think about her. What should I do to move on? I'm gonna make a video about dealing with heartbreak and breakups and everything like that. But I'll say this though, apologize. I'm sure that you said that she broke your heart. You don't have to send her the apology, but I'm sure that there's something that you did that, I'm not saying that it's your fault, but always find ways to take accountability, because accountability is the only way that you can find forgiveness, and forgiveness is the only way you can find closure. So there's been times when girls did me absolutely dirty in the past, and I recently did this, man. Okay, so I'll talk more about this in a video, but basically you just write down a letter. Just write down in a journal, whatever. Hey, dear such and such, I'm sorry for doing this, whatever. And then you take the letter and throw it away. And you'd be surprised. Did I lock my door? It sounded like somebody. I don't know what the fuck that was. But you'd be surprised how much relief and comfort that'll bring you, bro. For real. How to be more confident in social situations. You can only be confident if you're being yourself. That's the way that I see things, man. If you're truly being yourself and you embrace who you are in every situation, you walk in every room as yourself, as Jay-Z would say, you'll find that confidence over time. You will find that confidence over time. And also, don't pedestalize every interaction that you have, especially with women. A lot of interactions that you have are pretty inconsequential. Oh, and I also, what was your name? John F. I appreciate the donation. And Shikin, I appreciate the donation from you as well. Jordan, what's your thoughts on the power of now and the concept of oneness? I just read it and it's really a paradigm shift. I've never actually read that book. I believe the book is by Eckhart Tolle, right? If I'm not mistaken. I should probably add that to my list. But I am a believer in the concept of oneness. Go and watch my video called My Thoughts on God. Jordan Green, My Thoughts on God. That's probably the best explanation that I could ever do, because it came directly from my subconscious or from higher powers, however you want to label that. Yeah. Jordan, I legit can't do a pull-up, not even a single one. Can you give some tips? Go and watch my video, how to get better at pull-ups. I'll summarize it for you. Basically, do static holds and do negative reps. So jump into that first rep. If you can't do it like fully, just jump into it and lower yourself down as slowly as you possibly can. I remember Jordan back in 2011 with the huge afro. You must have went to school with me, huh? You must have went to school with me if you remember that shit, man. Shout out to all my people who went to Huffines Middle School, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy for real. We don't talk about that. Shout out to all my people from Louisville, man. I know I already said it, but if there's anybody from Louisville watching this, bro, shout out to you. Man's way behind. I'm 4 minutes behind now. I'm good. I'm doing great, man. I'm give myself a pat on the back. How do you know if you've met the person that you want to be with? And also, how do you know if you made a true friend? I feel like you have to follow your intuition with those things, man. Like, as far as me, here's the thing, bro. You can never know if somebody is going to be your lifelong partner because people change. But you can be aware if somebody is for you in that moment. If it feels right in that moment in time, then follow that feeling. Because either that is your life partner or there's some lesson to be gained from that will help you grow into the person that you need to become to find your life partner. But ultimately, your life partner is you. You are your own life partner. And as far as making a true friend, I feel like just time. I feel like friendships are usually built in over time. Like I don't know, like especially as an adult, a lot of people have trust issues, or at the very least, you should have boundaries. But over time, those boundaries become more and more lenient. And if you feel like those boundaries are becoming more lenient, and it's consciously happening for you, then that's probably a good friend. How do I deal with childhood trauma? Therapy and journaling. How did your parents react when you first told them that you're dropping out of school? They didn't care, bro. I don't know if they cared or not. I didn't care what they thought though. Like I didn't like it wasn't even a matter of like, hey, I'm thinking about dropping out. It was like, bro, I went on the website and I just dropped all the classes. Like I think I finished my last exam for that semester and then I dropped all the classes, like just all at once. And I was like, yep, I'm done with school. But I think I told them like I'm gonna take a gap semester. I told them I was gonna take a gap semester, but I knew I wasn't going back, bro. It felt too damn good to drop those classes. What's that 11122 mean in your profile pic? That is the release date for my book. That's the release date for my book, which I will have physical copies. I have my friend working on the cover art right now. Let's see. What's the end goal? Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years? Well, first of all, man, 15 years, I'm only going to be 36 years old, which I know it sounds old being that I'm 21, but 36 is young. Because like, I think the average person lives to what, 72, 75? So that I'm like 50% of the way through my life at that point. But I just see myself being a much better version of who you see right now. I know that sounds kind of like that's a politician type of answer, but I can't give you a direct answer for that, man. Because if you asked me 5 years ago where I would be at 21, I would not have said, I couldn't have even dreamed of doing what I'm doing right now. So this is a good question right here. Jordan, do you plan on getting married? For me to get married, here's my thing, bro. I don't see the point in marriage, personally. I really don't see the point of it. Like, what do you really get out of it? And mind you, I'm not like a very cynical person when it comes to, all women are gonna leave you and take all of your. That's not really like. I just don't see the point of doing it. Like, I guess it's supposed to be like symbolic, but I'm not against marriage. I'm not for marriage. I'm just impartial. But I could see myself like if I find somebody that, if I have kids, I'm getting married. I'll say it like that. If I have kids, I'm getting married. Hey, have you read The Secret and any thoughts? Man, I've read the book. I've watched the documentary like 3 times. It's great. It's honestly great. People like to shit on it because it's, they make it like, I feel like The Secret, they don't really talk as much about the action aspect of the law of attraction. But I feel like, the action should go without saying. You can't spell law of attraction without action. You helped me so much in my life. Thank you. Mike, thank you for helping me change my life. Helping me, be able to do what I do every single day. By giving me the opportunity to help you. Shout out to Chosen One, man. I appreciate the donation. Small dick, big dreams. Shout out to my boy Steezy Kane, man. Steezy Kane is just he's another one of those YouTubers that I would love to just have a conversation with. Me and him, I don't think we could collab on anything, but I'd love to. I mean, I don't want to put limits on us, but he's one of those guys that I just like to talk to. Like, he just seems like a really dope dude in general. You said you didn't care, but what if they didn't let you stay at home? See, that's why I told them I was taking a gap year or a gap semester. But if my parents were on some shit like that, I probably would have moved out. Like, I would have just found a way because here's the thing, bro. I'm a very like stubborn and petty person, right? Like, I don't like to conform to people's like to people's restrictions. And with that being said, man, like I said, if they had presented me with that, what's the word? With that ultimatum of like going to college, or either that, or I would have pulled the Mr. Beast and just told my parents I was going to college and then just like didn't go to class. Let's see. How do I deal with losing a sentimental possession that I value deeply? Just happened today. Any advice would be appreciated, family. First of all, I'm sorry that you lost whatever it is that you lost. I know that can be very difficult. The thing is, things only have the value that you assign to them, right? So say if it was like a picture or a necklace or I don't know, like a hat or something. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it only had the value that it had because you assigned that value, right? The key is, if you still have the memories associated with that thing, you didn't lose anything. You just lost the symbol for it. But, you can find symbolism in anything, in music, in, just anything, man. You can find symbolism in anything. So as long as you have the essence of that sentimental item, which is, that's something that lives within you, you didn't lose anything, man. Let's see. I need some water. Jordan, what are your views on religion, laws, rules? Do you think as humans we need free will or we need order in our daily lives? I think we need a mix of both. And I think some people, like somebody like me, I do a lot better with less structure and more freedom, right? Some people, they can't handle freedom because freedom comes with responsibility and they don't have the discipline to maintain that freedom, right? Or they can't sustain it for long periods of time because they would neglect their basic necessities of life. So I think that's one of those, like, you can't generalize everyone in that sense, but I think for most people, though, it's going to be a combination of both. Because even me, I need rules. I need rules and structure in my life, but I have to be the one to create those rules and that structure. But that's just how I operate, though. Let's see. Do you have a lot of friends, Jordan, and how do you go about making like-minded friends? I really don't have a lot of friends, man. I really don't. Like, I have friends, but it doesn't really help that I just moved to a whole different city because, like, people aren't necessarily trying to make that drive, and I'm not trying to go back to where Louisville or whatever, where I'm from. But I feel like I've always kept my circle small, man. Like, and that's partially because I'm an introvert, but also because I really value deep connections. So if somebody's just an acquaintance of mine, I just kind of push them away because I'd rather be alone than to be around people that make me feel lonely when I'm with them, if that makes sense. But the friends that I do have, even though I don't necessarily talk to them or hang out with them very frequently, they're solid, man. Like, my circle is solid, bro. Solid. And the majority of us are really striving for just greatness, and most of us, like, we're young, ambitious, just hustlers, man. Like, we're just people that are going after it every day. So, you can it's great to have like-minded people in that sense because you have amazing conversations and you gain so much insight from people and just their mindsets towards things. But how do you go about making like-minded friends? A lot of my like-minded friends I actually met through the internet, believe it or not. Some of them I haven't even met in person before, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, man, a lot of the people that are on that same wavelength as me, like, I just met them through the internet. And like I said, man, like I said earlier, when people are meant to be together, you can't like they're always going to be magnetized to each other, and that applies to friendships as well. You feel me? So when you really get to know yourself, because a lot of people may, you think you want someone who's like-minded, but do you even know who you are right now, right? And that's one of those things, man. A lot of people, they don't want to have that conversation with themselves, but you need to if you want to find people that really fit in the scheme of your life and vice versa. John F, I appreciate the donation yet again, my guy. You're balling, man. You must be I don't know, bro. This is somebody's burner account for real. This is Jax's burner account. Is using TikTok but consuming the right content okay? I think everyone has to make that judgment call for themselves, man. For me, I don't consume anything on TikTok because I know that it's a slippery slope. But I have an addictive personality. Not everyone does, right? I struggle with moderation. But if you can moderate the content that you watch and how much of it you watch, then you'll be all right, man. You'll be straight. You'll be fine. Let's see. That's an interesting question. Would you ever spend money on expensive jewelry like an AP or a bust-down Rolex? Man, I used to be one of those people, bro. I used to be one of those people that like, man, when I get rich, I'm gonna get me a what's the shit called? A Richard Mille watch, $300,000. I'm gonna get a Rolls Royce Wraith, a Dawn. I'm gonna get me a mansion, all of that, penthouse. But I feel like as I've gotten older, and as I've found myself more, I've realized that those things don't hold as much value to me. Like I like nice shit, but there's a point where you start to experience diminishing returns, right? Like for example, a bust down Rolex. Yeah, it looks really good, and people will perceive you differently for wearing it. But I'd rather have an Apple Watch because an Apple Watch is just more functional. It can just do more shit for the same price, or for not the same price, but for much cheaper. So my mindset is more of like value as opposed to expensive, like just buying the most expensive thing. Because I've realized that as you climb the ranks of money and just being able to buy nicer things, the difference in details and overall quality is marginal in proportion to the amount of money, the difference in money. So those things are catered towards a specific marketplace, whatever. Consumer base, and that's I'm not part of that. I'm not a part of that at all. But if I were like just rich, honestly, even then I probably wouldn't. I feel like if I was like really rich, bro, I'd just give a lot of money away. I'd be on some like Mr. Beast type stuff because I like giving money. Actually, giving money to me is a lot more enjoyable than just getting material things. But there's room for both though. How do you deal with pranking your girlfriend by saying you saw her kissing another guy and then her apologizing? It happened to me today and I'm so devastated. 3 years wasted. Hey, man, you hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. Blessings in disguise, bro. Blessings in disguise. I hope you're trolling, bro. I really do. If that's like, if that actually, I know somewhere out there in the world that should actually happen, man. My condolences, bro. My condolences. How do you feel about Tupac? I think Tupac he's dope, man. Like he's one of those people that as I was finding myself creatively, I definitely looked to him for inspiration because I really like people that are not afraid to embrace different aspects of themselves, even if those aspects of themselves don't necessarily mesh well together. How do you limit your spending and make smarter spending habits? For me, it have two different accounts. One for saving, one for spending. Just put 50% into the saving account, 50% into the spending account, and don't ever look at your savings account. Don't keep the app on your phone. Don't keep the card for that account with you. Just forget that you even have that money, and your money will stack up very, very quickly by doing that, especially if you live with your parents. How would you go about talking to yourself? I'm 17 and trying to know myself better. So what I like to do is see, that's one thing people probably don't know about me is I really talk to myself, bro. Like I just be in here like that's probably why YouTube is so natural to me. Cause it's like I just turn the camera on and I'm just doing the same shit I be doing anyways. But um talk as if you were talking to one of your friends. Talking to like a trusted friend or a therapist or whoever. And then process it, listen to what you're saying as if you were that friend, and then answer accordingly. You keep doing that for like months or years at a time, bro. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. Definitely changed my mindset on the situation. What was the situation? I remember you donating, man. I don't remember what you said, bro. I'm out of there right now. I appreciate the donation though, and I'm glad that I was able to help you out. What was it though? What situation were you talking about? See if I can find it. This shit must have been a while back, man. A while back. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at, but hold on. Yo, we got a lot of donations in the stream. That's tough, man. I appreciate you guys for real. You guys are helping me upgrade my setup for real, man. Y'all are helping me elevate. Y'all are helping me elevate. Let's see. Honestly, I'm always caught in 4K talking to myself. I feel like I don't know if people know that I do that, cause like usually I like if I wanted to do that, I'd just go in the car or I'd like go somewhere that I know no one can hear me. But I don't know, bro. Maybe people do know. Maybe my family knows and like they just never said anything about it. I'll really be sitting there like having full blown conversations with myself, man. This shit is so like it's so therapeutic to me. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Chosen one. That I feel like I don't, bro. That that's one of my favorite quotes. I don't know who said that one or like who the original person is that said that, but that's a really dope quote, man. And I appreciate the donation. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Damn. That is true, man. That is true. Damn. That's one of those. That's almost like a tattoo worthy quote for real. Ooh, Jordan, do you believe in Platonism? Do you believe that there's a third world separate from our minds and the physical world, where abstract objects like love, for example, exist? In a sense, I do believe that, but I don't believe it's necessarily separate. And this is why I believe in the law of attraction. I believe everything is energy, right? And therefore, that world of infinite potentiality, as some would call it. If you've read the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and you know what I'm talking about, definitely would recommend that book, by the way. But infinite potentiality, that's where your thoughts live in that realm. And they kind of act as the bridge between your mind and your physical reality. It's like that's the space between your where your mind is and what you see, what you perceive with your senses. Do you have any tattoos? Yes, I do. I have this one right here. I have this one tattoo. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's my birthday, March 14th, 2000. Jordan, what helps you remain hopeful for the future when the uncertainty can be so scary? Understand that uncertainty is reason for hope, right? Because when you're uncertain about the future, what that means is that the reason why you're fearful is because you're thinking about the negative outcomes, right? There's an infinite amount of negative outcomes, but there's also an infinite amount of positive outcomes. So if you choose to place your focus on that instead, the positive outcomes, the potential positive outcomes, you realize that your potential is infinite. Your potential is limitless. And I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I was supposed to stream until 9. It's 10 o'clock, bro. You guys just, I'm gonna start streaming more. I'm gonna start streaming more for you guys for real. I'm gonna keep streaming on Saturdays, but I'm gonna probably try to stream like 1 or 2 more times throughout the week as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. 100K on the way. I don't even know how many subscribers I have right now. We're just out here, man. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Just stay tuned for more content. You guys are gonna see that quality jump up substantially. This is what that quality is going to look like in pretty much every video after like this week, or probably starting like next Tuesday. So like 10, well, like what is that, like 9 days from now? Like 9 days, you guys will see that. So yeah, man, I hope you guys have a great night, day, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I hope that you're living your best lives and working on yourselves, and yeah, just keep spreading positivity, keep being yourselves. Be confident, love yourself. Love yourself even when you don't like yourself. And yeah, happy birthday, Dad.